So based on the fact that he said that they're from another world, he's not from the world of T. He's where is he from? Except the fighting was going to get more intense anyway because of the fact Rob Allium was here. Stragglers? Oh, I guess he means like the Ravel drones. Yeah, except because you keep repeating the same thing, and it's just everyone needs to listen to me. I've been here before. Oh shit, it's this dimensional rift. It's not even justice, it's just ego. Maybe he just needs a good fist. Basically, he just put himself on the front line. Send Kaiser into the fray. Same with Forte, she's gonna go and start dealing with the actual, like, the enemy units in the back so we don't get overwhelmed. Start taking shots.
Ignatius 生まれてきた意味を思い出すんだ
GX バスタースタンバイ
了解 GX バスター
GX バスター発射
お前たちは弱くなった反撃は不可
Does he only have the one attack? Yeah, he's only got the one attack and map attack, huh?
Timing は合ってるはず。さあ、得。
To have these three actually try to beat some sense into him.
やるぞ武蔵暗黒のるつぼへ叩き込んでやる正義と悪のスーパーロボット対勝敗は決まっている悪の全てを粉砕する
Okay, so it's the same as I've been seeing already.
Is 動きはそう早くありません。落ち着いて対処を。
Isn't it very fast? Didn't he say his whole thing is about speed? Okay, I was about to say, like, I saw a shoot down. I'm like, holy fuck, did he actually kill Kamen Rider? No, because he can't hit him. Let's go with the assist so Big O can lower his health, health a little bit more, and then I want to try to beat him with one of the 3. I'll be honest, Kotetsu got like the most amount of upgrades as the DLC went on. I liked the pacing to how they upgraded there was nothing really to handle upgrading a Brave, just because of the fact that's just not really a thing for this one. I think that they paced them just fine. It's a shame, I like X as the character. Why do you have to betray us? Well, still trying to kill us. And he's got double action. Of course he does! I'm surprised he didn't use the map attack. guess it's either it's not programmed to, he's not programmed to use it yet, or I just am in information that it's just not optimal. Okay, he's got very few standard soldiers left, so I think I'm good just to focus. Even the people of the city are calling out to him. Oh shit, Yomiki's mother and the manager, what the fuck? They just randomly show up every so often in conversations. And there it is. And self-destruction, okay. Yes. Justice without power is powerless, but power without justice is violence. Oh, he's got a new attack. Fuck. Okay, gotta see if we can get him to use that. Oh, and his health's finally hidden. Now he's gone true final boss. He has a 1%. Wow, he. I gotta let PK know this. It had a 1% chance to hit double. That is fucking amazing. I didn't mean to use charge, that's a waste of SP. If I had nickel for every time an SR, a robot went insane because of the concept of love, I'd have 2 nickels. Yeah, no, you're not getting through us. A lot of people have tried to kill her. Only less than stayed and emotionally mature. I think he's more emotionally mature than Homelander. Or are we talking show Homelander or comic Homelander? Because they're very different characters. You know, he wants the world to love him. It's a shame. Up until this point, I was actually kind of rooting for him. Like, I agree. Like, it seemed like it was just a misunderstanding that was leading to the conflict. X's won't leave a plane full of people to die. This is true. This makes him more emotionally mature than Homelander. Okay. Why do you look like, oh, fuck, what's the name of it? What was that card? What was the card? It looks like Boral Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh! Specifically like the Synchro variant, the Borreload Savage Dragon. You know, if we're gonna take him down, we're gonna teach him the true fear of Getter. No, I was thinking of Boral, a Yu-Gi-Oh card. I can see with Raven. I just couldn't remember the card from Yu-Gi-Oh because it's a deck I don't play. And there are so many cards in that game. So I will say, I did not expect Konami to retrain fucking, Speed Warrior. And I kinda unironically love it. I need to double check what his, retrain does, but I believe it's like Junk Warrior support. That was it. Okay. So he actually suppressed the memories and actually tried to just help people because justice and bravery, and then it just creeped back to the surface. Let us introduce you to our gremlin. Her name is Nine. I don't know that he got booted just because his own universe also didn't know how to deal with him. Well, this crew's like, oh, hey, no. Emotionally broken people? That's an average Tuesday. And if someone can tell you accepting, like, saying sorry and, like, accepting their mistakes and moving on, it's fucking Char Osnable. Hey, Shin, go talk to Exes for a bit. You two Shard's X. Well, Char never went as far as he did in proper Gundam in this timeline. So, not so much Char. Zek still did the whole White Fang thing, so we can assume he tried to drop Libra. And Shin, well, Shin still sided with Durandal. I still hate that. I hate that so fucking much because of the latter half of Seed. I like Shin and Seed Freedom. I like how he's actually, like, chilled out a little bit. He's a lot more mellow than he is in Seed Destiny. And, of course, all the people that also give him the advice. Lelouch v. Britannia. Do we need to talk about his bad joke that ended very poorly? God, poor Euphemia. Yeah, Kira actually, it kind of resonates with him a little bit because him and Athrun have come to blows over various things that just end with them apologizing to each other. And I mean like some really, like actually heavy things. Like, they both killed like one of their friends. I don't like the because Kira killed the pilot of the, was it Blitz? No, it wasn't Blitz. It was, I forget what Gundam it was that Kira destroyed, but they reanimated so it looked like Kira didn't swing the sword himself and like, he just jumped into it, and I hate that. Yeah, no, that's all it is. He's not evil. We've seen evil in Super Robot Wars. We've seen, like, the villain of Rayer, the Great General of Darkness, not exactly the Great General of Darkness, the, fuck, I can't remember what the, like, the spirit of, like, the like the Spirit Flame one that appeared in X and V was called. That was a Monsinger villain. We saw Embryo. Like, Embryo was fucking all kinds of screwed up. I've liked Exus so like I like Exus as a villain. He is very different compared to a lot of the villains we normally see. Like, it's such an interesting... He is definitely an interesting antagonist for this expansion. Especially compared to the villain of the last one, which fed off of misery and despair, which is a really good villain to play off of the crew we had for DLC 1, especially Kamen Rider, because Kamen Rider's whole thing is about hope. Like, that is what it is at the end of the day. A really good example of, like, a Kamen Rider character is there's two characters doing Kamen Rider Geats. Ace is the titular Kamen Rider Geats. He has this hope for a new world where everyone's wishes can come true and everyone can be happy. That's his goal. And then one of his friends, who is known as Kamen Rider Tycoon, has something happen. The entire time he has this voice in his head, not in his head, like it's basically they all had sponsors, and his is telling him like, no, you guys stop with this goody two shoes, save everyone act. You gotta get more violent, more extreme. Basically, he was acting. He was kind of like a commentary, like some of the newer. If I'm correct, he was supposed to be like a commentary on some of the newer Kamen Rider fans who just saw it as Kamen Rider's not about hope, it's just about violence and beating the villains. It's like, no, it's not. They save people. They inspire. It's like, it's the same thing with Batman in DC Comics. Everyone sees Batman as just like, you know, this rough guy who just hates everything, is just angry, he just beats villains, and then goes to, why does he just kill his villains? Like, they're not the Punisher. Batman still, despite Batman seeing the worst of people, he still has hope. That's why he puts them in Arkham. Harvey Dent and Mr. Freeze are the two best examples of this. The exception is always the Joker. Hey, why not just leave them with the Lelouch for a day? They'll get all the intelligence they need. Yeah, the other thing I would say, if we get an expansion pass, I kind of hope we get a set finale like we did with SR30. Where, we seal away the ship, or, like, we destroy the AI Advent, or something like that. Like, a way that it all comes to an end. I kind of hope Exus shows up if we do get an expansion pass and joins us. Yo! Oh, he's actually doing, like, holy shit, he's actually, like, this is actually a healthy mentality, like, to actually, like, take some time, look at himself, learn, and grow. Keep in mind, like, that's the we're talking about maturity in Homelander. Homelander's whole character is about it, because if I remember correctly, he's written Homelander, as well as a lot of characters in the original Boys comic run, was written by someone who doesn't like a lot of comic characters. Like, I don't know what just happened there, but it's like a lot of jabs and slander. Oh. Exus sought to find a reason to exist and to recover what was lost. His newly awakened soul became lost in his own desire for justice, leading him down the wrong path. Having torn down Exus' warped notions of justice, the A Advent looks back on its own journey. Yet that journey continues to protect what is right, what is precious. I didn't get to read the last bit. So I believe that brings DLC2 to a close. Yep, DLC2 has come to a close. And for now, that actually brings SRY to a close, as we don't really have any announcement for more content for Super Robot Wars. Bandai Namco, of course, has a lot of stuff currently in the works that they are releasing. Well, with the last DLC for Digimon Time Strangers, the DLC for Code Vein 2, as I mentioned earlier, they just announced the new Dot Hack. Bam Presto, like the actual team behind Super Robot Wars, I'm expecting some more stuff from them. I'm hopeful for, as I've been mentioning, I'm hopeful for an expansion pass, just like something to wrap up the whole story and bring everything together. Especially when it comes to these dimensional distortions that have brought in the VXT crew as well as the Getter Noir crew. And there's also still the lingering plot of the cat from DLC 1. If we get an expansion pass, I've already said a couple of shows I would like to see in it. But, you know, I'm not going to be broken up if we don't get it. But for now, that brings SR to a close. Yeah, and I gotta be honest, DLC2 I really enjoyed. I liked how they didn't really bring in the golems, and, like, okay, because, like, in DLC 1, the golems were present from the get-go. As soon as we got our first set of characters, we had the golems show up. And they, mind you, they worked because they were used to this underlying mystery that ran through the whole thing, because especially for Kamen Rider Double and for Big O, mystery is kind of their whole thing. They're detective shows. I don't know enough about the other show to say if detective work is their wheelhouse. But in this one, they saved those machines till the very end. Instead, focusing more on the characters that were introduced before even introducing Exus. And it was more so the fact that they had all lost their sense of purpose. Well, Ryoma was consumed by his sense of purpose. The others, Seiji, I don't know how to say his name, was kind of just learning his sense of purpose, because he's still a kid. So, like, I didn't expect him to, like, you know, be ready. And Kotetsu, well, he wasn't learning it, he was finding it after, his final battle. So I really think that was the overall, one of the overall themes for this one was just purpose. And I really do hope we get some more, like another DLC, just a like I said, to tie everything together. But if this is the end of SRY, it's still, I think, a really good game. I had so much fun with this game. Again, not hating on SR30. I think SR30 is a really good game too, but I liked this one more as a crossover game, as I think the interactions were so much more fun. And I think that the start of the game is actually really hard, but like once you get to like some of the better units that you start like getting the ability to grind, your machines level up so fast. Though, no matter how much you're prepared, fucking Godzilla, with its 90% HP and EN regeneration turn, he's a beast.